When I was in high school, we did A Midsummer Night's Dream, and I was always afraid. We would go to see Shakespeare in the park in Dallas, where I'm from, and it was always fun, but I never really understood it. And we did in my senior year of high school, we did Midsummer Night's Dream, and I fell in love with it. I played Demetrius, and I was like, oh, this is really thrilling, and this guy was writing about us.
Tell me, where did this begin for you?
It began 15 years ago at Red Bull Theatre when I was Associate Artistic Director there. Ever since then, me and Michael have been talking about doing Richard II. And, in the meantime, he got nominated for an Emmy and all that stuff, as you do.
I play Henry Bolingbroke, a.k.a. Henry IV, spoiler alert. And he's a steadfast, stoic individual who feels that he's greatly wronged and takes his revenge, which may or may not be a revolution.
At one point, it was a solo show, and it was just basically Richard's, his version of, all these accounts. What was it that decided you guys for this production to bring an ensemble back in so it's not just Richard by himself?
Well, a couple of things. So the idea of having it as a one-person show was that Richard, in his prison cell, he says he's going to people his prison cell with his thoughts. He's lonely, he wants people to be there, so he's going to make his thoughts into people, and they're going to keep him company. We've sort of kept that for this production, so that's the way this show starts, with Richard alone in a cell. But we thought, rather than Richard sort of bringing his thoughts to life by himself, we'd have his thoughts literally come alive with an entire cast of people.
Out of all of Shakespeare's work, this is some of his most poetic, they said, of his stuff. What is that like working with those words in that text?
Well, my character, as I said, is very straightforward. So all of the good poetry, the flowery thoughts and big images, Michael gets to do. Yeah. And I do a lot more of the, why are you doing this to me? I need everything now.
What I love about seeing you right now in Richard II is that you're kind of people are now coming to you being we want you to star in this Red Bull Theatre production, that the things that you're passionate about. Because I know for a long time actors are taking the roles that they need to, and then when you get to a certain place, you get to have a bit more control. You get to do your passion projects. Yeah. What does it feel like to be in this spot right now for you, to be in a place where you can go after the passion projects, the bucket list roles, that type of stuff?
It's so dreamy because, I've been chasing this role for 20 years and been trying to get Red Bull to do it for many years, and the mixture of me and Red Bull and Craig and this season, this fall, and the Astor Place Theater being available, all of that coming together it's very gratifying. I don't know if I would have. Maybe this is when. I don't know if I tried to play Richard. Who knows? I might screw this all up.
And let's talk about moving the show into the 80s. What was kind of the motivation behind that, and what you wanted to explore by putting in that time period?
We wanted to sort of look at the kind of division that America's experiencing today, and ask, when did that begin, or how did that begin? And for us, the 80s was the time to look at. It was a time where image was everything, but it was also the time of greed is good. It was the time of Wall Street, insider trading, corruption.
I think we should always revisit history so that we can learn from the past and really see what people did then and figure out how to solve the problems that they had. And I think Shakespeare, no one's written humanity better than him.